The Shawnee Mission's mission is extending the healing ministry of Christ. That mission extends not only to our patients, but also to our associates. It allows our associates to thrive and do what they do best each and every day.
Shawnee Mission is always on the cutting edge of everything that we do, and it's proven in evidence that having a resuscitation quality improvement program is continuing our initiatives as far as serving our patients and making sure that our outcomes are always the best.
I think RQI is a good example of how we support and empower our nurses to be well-trained, well-educated, able to deliver the best care possible. And that is in line with the Magnet initiatives. They want to see an organization that supports their nurses in being the best they can be.
We've absolutely seen a very positive change in our staff ability and skills. Every 2 years isn't often enough to repeat those skills. And when we've observed our learners at the carts, we've seen where they struggle. RQI has had a very positive reinforcement, not only on rate, but on depth and release. So that visual feedback and that interactive feedback has been critical.
With the low dose, high frequency space learning, I would say that it really does help with the muscle memory, building that muscle memory so that when you actually have to perform a skills, you don't have to think about it, you just do it. When you had the 2-year spacing on it, people would forget the skills, they would forget the knowledge and weren't able to apply what they had learned in that 2-year period. The cognitive skills every quarter is awesome to me. I think that it's a great way to keep adding to their knowledge every single quarter.
I do think the biggest thing I've seen is staff confidence. They feel more secure in applying those basic BLS skills. When they only took a class every 2 years, they lost that confidence fairly quickly.
Without a doubt, our staff are more prepared with RQI. They've had the recent practice. They're not intimidated. You see them engage rather than step back and have to go, oh gosh, what do I do? What's my role? What's my job? How do I approach this? They're ready. They're readily reminded. They repeat those skills every 3 months, so it remains fresh in their mind.
When I go do my RQI skills, I take a different nurse with me each time, and that gives us the opportunity to observe one another, and we can coach one another through the process, and it really helps to build up trust with one another. We're able to work together more cohesively as a team.
I've seen tremendous improvement in our non-clinical associates as well, say security officers, people that work in lab or radiology, because they rarely get an opportunity to perform these skills. So they have expressed to me that they now realize when they took a 2-day course, they might have felt comfortable for a few weeks, but the farther they got away from the class, the less comfortable they felt with their skills. Well, we've always been an evidence-based driven organization. We want the best for our patients. RQI allows them to practice those skills on a regular basis so that they are able to respond quickly and effectively when they are faced with an emergency.
When we were first introduced to RQI, we were immediately sold on its viability and the impact that it would have on our staff in resuscitating our patients. So it took a very short period of time to put together our business plan. Our administration readily adopted the process and the procedure. We implemented it in about 4 months after we first saw it and became incredibly engaged in the process.
As an administrator, it's costly to bring entire teams together every 2 years. Over the course of 2 years, actually, when we were having classes like every other month. That takes a lot of resources, and this is more efficient and timely.
The adoption of RQI is instrumental in success for a number of reasons. One, educational costs can be quantified readily. You can also measure the impact on patient outcomes, resuscitation. Staff readiness is improved. Staff competence improves. With the electronic interface, you can now measure objectively compression efficacy, ventilation efficacy, and the speed in which people can react to those situations. So your staff is more confident when the event occurs and they don't have to step back and search their memory to remember sequence. So the success that our patients enjoy is in part due to that change with RQI.
I feel like my organization has given us a gift. They've invested in our nursing staff to provide this excellent program in RQI. We're able to get our skills, our knowledge, and be on the cutting edge of the best care possible for our patients.